Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Tuesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Digital Sim Racing League True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series, presented to you by BeefOBradys. It's Bristol, baby. The last great Coliseum. Fastest half mile in the world. Drivers out here on the half-mile high banks making some laps. Twenty heavy metal heroes in here for the action tonight. Should be a dandy. Everybody's quick. Everybody's under 16 seconds, about 3/4 of a second between the fastest and the slowest cars in the practice session right now. Casey Graves, Kobe Stidham, Cliff Mullins, Garrett Boyd, and Adam Vinny are our top 5 in points. Those 5 drivers are going to be heading to the back. One inexplicably missing driver is the old Kobayashi Maru, Kobe Stidham. And I believe, if memory serves me right, he's going to miss tonight because I think he's on vacation somewhere. I hope wherever he's at, he's having a good time because he's going to miss one heck of a race. A lot of different drivers in here. Got our buddy Thomas Brandner, one of the house cars in here, and also in his return, missed last week due to technical difficulties. Still having some difficulties with that wheel and pedal setup, at least with the wheel. But he's in here. He is sixth quick in the practice session right now, and I expect that he will try to parlay that into a good finish tonight because he's one of the steady Eddie drivers. He keeps the tires on it, and he does a good job of getting from A to B. Mike Bigelow also in here tonight. Our buddy Adam Vinny is in here, but he is not on the racetrack. Here's somebody with the plan. I don't want to say the man with the plan, but he's somebody with a plan. Well, I can't get a great look at him. There we go. Yeah, he's spinning it out in the practice session. He's dying, but he's still got the hams bare on the side of that car, and we love him for it. So he's in there. He's good to go. Nick Cooper wasn't here for the last one, but he is here tonight. He missed, I believe, the Milwaukee race. But he is here tonight. Man, that car looks super loose to me. He looks like he is not having any fun. Good evening, Mr. Bill. Welcome to the show. Guys, shout out. Say hi in the chat. I don't care where you're watching from. YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, Facebook. Doesn't matter. Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you got a favorite driver, make sure you shout them out as well. That is Cliff Mullins in that 44 car right there. And Mullins is a rookie this season in the series, but he is in the top 4 in points, and he has really shown that he has what it takes to compete with the drivers in this series. I see Jay Schaff. I see there's Adam Vinny on the racetrack now. That's who I was looking for. Hello, Jennifer. I know that Mr. Mike Forstner is in Wisconsin. Hopefully he's watching and he'll say hi in the chat. Quickly, shout outs to everyone. Oh, Philip at True Southern Florida Living. Justin Jersey over at BeefOBradys. Mark Wansing at Midwest Barbecue. Chris, Fitz Auto. Everybody's still attached to this thing, and we're having a blast. We appreciate every single one of them. Every single night helps us get this show out to the millions and millions, and gets the drivers to come and race and participate. There's Galen Gibman in that 94 car, one of the house cars. That's the True Southern Florida Living machine, and he's been pretty steady. Yeah. I saw a post saying something about they were going to find a bar stool or something. Hopefully he's watching and he'll say hi in the chat. I don't know. Maybe he will. He's not here making laps at Bristol. I know that. Also, want to shout out King's Roadhouse. I know they're the truck sponsor, but we got to debut their new logo this evening. So I hope that Mark over at King's Roadhouse is watching tonight as well. Maybe we're up on the big screen there. There's Ross Cato. It's good to have Ross racing with us again. It's been a long time since Ross raced in a series that we were affiliated with. That's awesome. How much did you have to tip Isaiah? And thank you for doing it, Isaiah. We appreciate it. All right, practice. Wind it down. That means it's going to be time for qualifying. These guys are going to do 175 laps tonight. They get a 50% fuel load, which is only about 73 to 75 laps. And they're going to only get their qualifying tires and 2 more sets of tires to try to make this race on. It is going to be interesting, to say the very least. But it is going to be exciting as well. So, drivers starting to make their way to the racetrack. 21 of Garrett Boyd, G-Body. Garrett Boyd will be the first to roll out. Hello, Jane. Looks like the regulars in the house tonight. We're digging it. We'll watch Mr. Boyd and see if he can do something here. A lot of guys on track, so we're going to try to jump around. 1573. Camba immediately goes 1533. So the Cambinator in the 204. Galen Gidman, 1522 on his first. Trevor Williams right behind that at the 1530. There's Cliff Mullins. The 44, Brock Bigelow is on track. He just completed his. Bigelow, 7th quick at the moment. Let's go back. Cliff Mullins was 3rd quick on lap 1. What does he do on lap 2? Same time. Gregory Smith in the 6 car. Thomas Brandner is out now, and Brandner is already ripping a lap. He's going to hit the timing line here. He was here for about 2 hours in practice last night. Goes to 10th quick, 1557, Greg Smith. Right now, still 4th quick, 1530 for the 6 car. What has Brandner got on lap number 2? 1537, he's 7th quick. Here goes the 64 of Adam Vinny for his first lap. Tiny Dancer Scott King and Michael Larch, both rolling out. Vinny through 3 and 4 for the first time. We'll see what his first lap posts. Now, every one of these drivers taking time on these tires has to start the race. Adam Vinny with a 15-15. He's one and done. He'll shut it down. Michael Larch about to come off a 4 and hit the timing stripe. 13th quick at a 1582 for the 4 car. And now Scott King is finally rolling out. Ross Cato also rolling out. Oh, and Larch clipped the fence. That'll negate that lap time. He does not get to keep that. Here goes Tiny Dancer into 3 and 4. Ross Cato's already out of turn 4, his first lap. Cato, 13th quick. King, 15th quick. 62 and an 85 for those 2 drivers. And now Cato. .44, he's 11th quick. And Scott King, well, we got back just in time to see, Tiny Dancer die on the front stretch. Horrible. Nick Cooper, Casey Graves, Daniel Llewellyn, Larry Moody, Jay Schaff. So far, no time, and the session is going to time out, but it looks like the 64 of Adam Vinny. Got to go to the back. He's in the top 5 in points, but he collects the 6 bonus points for pole position. Gidman will get 4, Williams 3, Smith 2, and Mullins 1 single bonus point for their qualifying effort tonight. Vinny, Mullins, both going to the back. They'll join Cooper and Graves back there. No, that's not right. It's not Cooper and Graves. That is incorrect. It's Boyd. They're going to join Cooper and Boyd. Or no, Graves and Boyd. Nick Cooper missed a race, so he is not in the top 5. They'll join Garrett Boyd and Casey Graves back there. Kobe Stidham, the only driver not here out of the top 5 in points. So next week he'll have a little bit different starting position. Yeah, 18 in my program, and at least he brought 4 haulers full of cars so that all the ones he wrecked in practice didn't matter. He'll still have one to race here in a minute because he wrecked another one in qualifying. Did you trip on your tutu, Mr. King? I'm sure they're having a driver's meeting right now, so he's probably not paying attention to me, but it doesn't matter because it is going to be time for us to get down here And a look at tonight's starting grid for the 175-lap main event. The 64 of Adam Vinny with a 15.150 lap time secures pole position. Now he'll relinquish that and go to the back, but he gets the bonus points for it. It's 94 of Galen Gidman will keep his spot on the outside of the front row. Then it'll be the 1 of Trevor Williams and the 6 of Greg Smith in row number 2. Cliff Mullins going to the back in that 44 car, but he's slated to start in row 3 on the inside next to the 204 of Ryan Campbell. Kevin Spaulding, the 25, and Thomas Brandner, the 24, in row number 4. Our 5th row, the 81, Dean Gagliano and Garrett Boyd. Boyd also going to the back in the 21 car. Ross Cato in the 12 and Brock Bigelow in the 27 make up a row number 6. Our 7th row, Michael Everett in the 8, Michael Larch in the 4, the Mike and Mike show in row number 7. Then it's Tiny Dancer Scott King in the 18, Nick Cooper in the 35, starting from the rear of the field. And Casey Graves, we know, is going to the back in the 01, slated to start next to the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn in row number 9. And our final row, Larry Moody in the 73 and Jay Schaff, the 14, make up that row. Trevor Williams looks like he missed the call to roll off. As there goes Graves, Mullins, Boyd is dropping back. And here comes Adam Vinny dropping back with him. All right, Vinny had a fast car in practice. He had a great car in qualifying. He is going to start back here at about 16th position. But right now, it's the cop car, Kevin Spaulding. That 25 machine and Galen Gidman in the 94 on the front row. We get ready to kick off our 175 circuits. It'll go by quick, 15.5 to 16.5 second laps. You get 3 to 4 a minute. It'll go by super duper fast as we are under the green flag. Oh, you picked Tiny Dancer. We'll be happy to see him still running at the end, sir. No offense, but you might have made a bad pick. Take 81. Just flip it upside down. It's Kevin Spaulding off like a jackrabbit. Lead lap number 1. It looks like he is going to try to come around here and lead the first couple. Hey, Doyle, wish you were racing, buddy. Kevin Spaulding with a great start. He is rolling away from the field. He is already 1 second out in front of these guys. Gidman second, Smith is third, and then Gagliano in the 4th spot. It's a battle for 5th side by side. Ryan Campbell on the high side, the 204, the 12. Ross Cato down inside, single file behind that. Thomas Brandner, Brock Bigelow, Michael Larch, and Michael Everett through 10th place. Cooper's already up to 11th. Llewellyn is 12th. And now Smith around Gidman. Oh, car wrecking. Oh, he got it up, got it to the fence. Brandner, I don't know. I think he got slowed down. I think Campa's got a lot of suspension issues. There goes Tiny Dancer. Caution coming out. Let's go see what happens to Ryan Camba. Oh, man, we missed it. We couldn't see what happened there. Can't find him. There he is. Because he was off the track, that's why. That's making me mad that it keeps taking me off of. Here we go. Yeah, he had already gotten loose. And then Tiny Dancer misses him going, tried to miss him going in, and he spun the car. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. Jay Schaff had problems, and he might be done for the night on lap number 5. Kamba with a lot of damage. We'll give it a second here. I want to go see if Thomas Brandner had some damage. Oh, yeah, right front. Wrinkled up a little bit on 24. Shouldn't affect him too much here. Spaulding, Smith, Gidman, Gagliano, Cato, Bigelow, Larch, Everett, Cooper, and Vinny are the top 10 right now. 3 or 4 cars out of that top 10 involved in our dust up here. How bad is Camba's car? I can't tell from this angle. Yeah, that's going to happen. The first 5 laps are pretty sketchy. This track is still, it's pretty cool. Tires take a little while to heat up, and you got to be very, very deliberate with your inputs before. I don't know if anybody, Scott is the only other one I know that was on Facebook. So we're waiting. Scott King back on track. I think he just spun out. I don't think he really had any damage. I think he just spun out. Looks like Llewellyn is rolling the 23 car off pit road. Here comes T-Brand, Thomas Brandner. Jay Schaff, Ryan Kamba, Trevor Williams. And Kamba's got to have a lot of suspension damage. That car might be terminal. We may get him up here after the restart, see what's going on, because the pace car is about to dive out of the way. There it goes. And we're back to the green flag. Little blink out of the 6 car. He's back onto the racetrack. We're going to go back and watch. Cato and Bigelow were side by side when we caught the caution last time. So we're going to go back to that battle. Ryan Campbell, you got a copy?
Yes, Roger, I do.
All right, man, what happened?
I pooped the bed. That's what happened.
Okay, so we forgot the lessons of last night.
Yes, I did.
Got a little rambunctious with that right foot, didn't you?
Yep, I got a little spicy, couldn't save it, turned it right into the wall. Then I tried to just stay out of everybody's way, and
happens.
Well, it's a short night.
It happens, man. We wanted to check with you, make sure everything was all right. All right, we'll throw you back to the admins. Tough luck tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Roger. Enjoy the race.
Ryan Campbell, 204 car. We'll see. Greg Smith has found some speed here. He was struggling a little bit in practice, and he has found something that Kevin Spaulding cannot get away from him this time. These two have pulled out to 1.2 seconds over the rest of the field here. Larch and Bigelow, side by side. Now it was Cato and Bigelow, and now it's Larch and Bigelow. Here comes Adam Vinny, trying to make a charge through the field as well. Bigelow up the hill. He'll give up the spot to Larch right there. I love my chat, guys. Love it, love it, love it. Vinny to 7th, Cato 8th, Garrett Boyd 9th, Michael Everett 10th. Here comes Casey Graves. Graves from the very back. And he's trying to pick off some cars, get himself into the top 10. If he can clear the 8 car here, he'll get it done. But it is no easy task. Those guys on the outside do have some momentum. Right there from the center out, they're able to get a little more throttle down than the guys coming up off the bottom. And now Graves parks the bumper of the 01 in front of the 8 car. He moves himself into the top 10. Let's drop back and look at Cliff Mullins. Mullins 12th, and Nick Cooper 13th. These drivers came from the back as well as Vinny and Graves. Daniel Llewellyn, who went in on the pit stop on the last caution, finds himself 14th. He's right in front of Larry Moody. And then Thomas Brandner. I don't know how much damage the 24 car has. He's had bad luck this season. He has been in the wrong place every single time that he has needed to be somewhere else. And he's struggling a little bit here. He's 16th. He is a good 11 and a half seconds behind. So he's only about 4 seconds ahead of Greg Smith, who took the lead away from Kevin Spaulding. And now Spaulding's starting to slide back towards the Gidman, Gagliano, Larch trio. Greg Smith giving the 6 car a ride here tonight. 25 laps in already. Didn't take long. And now Spaulding's going to have a mirror full of that 94 of Galen Gidman. Gidman is just looking for the line that's going to get him the run and get the nose at least to the inside at the right point in the corner, and this looks like it might be it. Way up the hill, the 25 had to wait for the throttle. He's not going to lose 1. He's going to lose 3 spots, and he'll fall to 5th. That drift up the hill, and he really had to set and wait on the car. Bigelow 6th, kind of all by himself for the moment, but Casey Graves is starting to close in. Garrett Boyd right behind that. And he's got Adam Vinny on his outside now. Most of the drivers down at the bottom. Ross Cato seems to be one that wants to use the middle and the upper side of the track. Here in the corners, he's trying to conserve a little bit of tire. Ross is a great in-race strategist. When he's behind the wheel, he can figure things out pretty quick, and he puts himself in a pretty good position. Cliff Mullins now, 11th, right in front of Nick Cooper and Michael Everett. The laps are ticking off quick, guys. We're going to be a third of the way through this pretty fast. Mullins now is starting to work the upper side of the racetrack as well. And the later in the run you get, the more friendly the top side becomes. You can keep your momentum up getting into the corner through the center, and you can get to the throttle just a little bit earlier once your car rotates, points down the hill. And the upper side has a little bit of an advantage there. Plus the bottom side gets so much rubber so quickly. The car starts to get pretty tight. Greg Smith, well, he's 1.2 seconds out in front now, and he took the lead away from Kevin Spaulding, and we have caution. Oh, Michael Everett did the 8 car have a problem. Did he get all by himself? Good run into the car. Oh, no, he got some help. He got some help. Yeah, don't hit anything, Michael. Don't hit anything. He's good. Didn't hit anything. He just got a little help. So our second caution here on a lap 15. No, lap 35. Sorry, lap 34. And now we'll see what drivers do. Remember, set they qualified on, and then 2 more sets of 4 tires to make it the rest of the way through. And Galen Gidman is going to take the 94 car to pit road. 25 of Kevin Spaulding will follow him down pit road as well. I see the 23 back in. Llewellyn's in. Moody is also in. And it looks like Scotty King may have called it a night. So Twinkle Toes gave it up tonight. Let's talk to the driver. Scotty King, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We saw the little loop early. Something break on the car because it looks like you retired quite a few laps ago.
Yeah, no, there was a couple of slow guys in front, and I was trying to check up, and, yeah, I spun out, brought out the caution, and then we'll have to go back. I got a little help on the other one, and, that inside wall didn't move, so we're taking a little break. We're getting some repair done here, and I think I got a minute or two left. I might try to get back out there, so we'll be back.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, Roger.
Scott King in the 18 car says they're going to try to get it fixed. 73 of Larry Moody speeding on pit road, I believe. He'll be moving to the back. As we are one to go. Smith and Larch now the front row. Then Gagliano and Bigelow in row 2. Casey Graves made his way to the top 5. He'll start next to Garrett Boyd on this restart.
Green flag.
As we're back underway. Driver's going around a couple slow cars, and I was trying to catch who that was. A little bit slower cars. Around through 1 and 2 and up the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Everybody going. There comes Llewellyn back onto the racetrack. So Llewellyn on pit road for a minute. Smith still out front. Larch right behind. Bigelow behind that. These drivers have not pitted yet. Top 3 drivers have not made it to pit road yet tonight. Everyone else at least one except for Dean Gagliano, and Gagliano's back here in 6th. He hasn't pitted. There goes Nick Cooper shooting by the 81 car. In the pits, maybe not taking tires. Maybe some guys went in, took fuel. I think this last one we had to have a couple of guys that maybe took some tires. We'll see. Larry Moody in that 73 car drives back into the pits. I don't know what's wrong with the 73. So the field's starting to dwindle. Wasn't a huge field to start with, but every car that falls out thins it out just that much more. Right now, Michael Larch is trying to unlock the riddle that is passing the 6 car. You got to be there. It's going to take laps, plural. Very rarely do you get it done in 1 lap. You got to set it up. You got to work it. You got to figure out where he's weak, and you got to try to exploit that. But you also got to do it without getting yourself in a bind. And that's what makes racing here so very complicated. Nick Cooper is now up to 5th. And Cooper is getting good runs from the middle of the racetrack to the exit. He may get his nose beside the 21, and he will. Garrett Boyd just a little loose on the exit of that corner. And Cooper now into the top 5. Into the top 4 around Boyd, and Adam Vinny saw what Cooper did on the high side. He gets up there and he gets the job done as well. Put Adam Vinny in the top 5. Now Cooper trying to work on Bigelow, and Bigelow has got the low line. He practiced for about 250 laps last night, and he has figured out that low line. There goes a pass for the lead. Oh, man, we just missed that. Let's go back because Larch was able to dive in. Smith went wide, tried to use that high side momentum and just couldn't come down the hill. And Larch got the job done. So new leader, but Smith maybe not done with him as Adam Vinny got around Cooper and Bigelow. And he's up to third now. I think Cooper got bound up a little behind Bigelow. And Vinny's going to work on Smith, and he'll get clear there. Cooper will have to go to the bottom. Then he's going to have to slow down and regroup if he's going to go back after the 64. Tiny Dancer said the team thought it might be best if they just started drinking. Adam Vinny now out to the front. He leads his first lap tonight on lap number 54. Nick Cooper gets clear of the traffic, and now it'll be a battle up front. We'll see if Cooper has something in a different line for the 64. Good run out of turn 2. Just about as good a run out of 4. He's trying to figure out what the combination's going to be. He'll get after Vinny pretty quickly here. They're starting to get away from the rest of the field. They're already a second ahead of third place Michael Larch. Let's go check in. Garrett Boyd is still 6th. Casey Graves is up to 7th, and he's got company. Galen Gidman is right behind him. We're at a third of the way right now. 1/3 of this race is in the books. And Cooper is all over the bumper of the 64, gets him up the hill, now gets his nose to the inside. And Cooper will pull alongside, getting into 3 and 4. And we're going to have our next leader, Nick Cooper, on lap 59. Getting into lap 60. Larch is still 3rd. Bigelow is going around Smith on the high side, and Smith is on tires that are pretty old. He's hoping for another caution. And then Garrett Boyd is right behind that. Still 6th. Gidman now 7th as he got around Graves. And Michael Everett is closing in to try to make a pass. We saw Everett giving spots away a little while ago. Now he is starting to come forward. Didn't hit anything when he got spun out. And the 8 car with fresh skin making its way to the front. I don't even know if I want to get into that, Forstner. I really don't know. I'm not even sure. Ross Cato, 11th, right behind Cliff Mullins. There's Kevin Spaulding. Spaulding led early, drove away from the field. He led this in the early going. Now runs in 12th. Then Brandner, 13th, and Gagliano's right behind him. These guys are both about 11.5 seconds, and let's go show you what that looks like, because right now there's Dean Gagliano, and he is coming out of turn 4 and at the line, and there's your leader at the line now. So about quarter of a track, one set of corners. It's 1.5 seconds from Cooper to Vinny. Bigelow is 3rd, and he is quite a ways back. And I'll tell you what, Garrett Boyd has started to roll forward. He's up on Michael Larch, and now it looks like he's going to make a pass. Didn't quite get it cleared here there. He will here. But Michael Everett in the 8 car. Drove alongside the 4. Just can't quite get clear because Larch has enough momentum on the high side. And Everett, ever so careful, tippy-toeing, trying to get clear. An inch here, an inch there. I can't make them do the right thing. I never can. Just give them all the stuff, give them all the tools, and sometimes they just don't get the job done with those tools. Everett looked like he was a little loose getting in, but Larch was super tight, crawled up the hill. Now Everett will get it done, and then Galen Gidman is going to jump on Michael Larch. Greg Smith is still out here, and he is sliding back. He's already back to 8. We're creeping in on halfway. We're about 15 laps from halfway. So Gidman around Larch into 6th. Cliff Mullins now around Greg Smith, and so is Ross Cato. Put Mullins 8th, Cato 9th. Smith has slid all the way back to 10th. Casey Graves. Kevin Spaulding through 12th. Brander Gagliano, let's go back to the front because Cooper now lapping the 24. Got to feel like 24 has some kind of damage. Got that right away in the race. May not be able to recover from it. Whatever it did, it changed the drive, changed the handling of that car, and I don't know if he can recover it. But Cooper now is 4.5 seconds ahead of Adam Vinny. Vinny has about 3 seconds, make it 3.5 on Bigelow. Bigelow and Everett are going at it, or I'm sorry, Boyd and Everett are going at it. And Everett is going to take 4th spot away from Garrett. Whoa, he almost got it. Both cars a little loose on the exit. Boyd way more loose. And now Everett will take the spot away. That's right. Gidman trying to close in. Looking at lap times. This car is the second quickest car on the track. Only slower than the 8 of Everett, and he's only slower by a blink. You can't blink as fast as the gap would be. Drivers on pit road. Bigelow. Gosh, he's falling so quickly through the field. There comes Dean Gagliano as well. Here comes the 6 of Greg Smith. So 4 tires on the 27 car. Down and away he goes. 35 miles an hour on that pit road. As slow as you can possibly go. Greg Smith going to drop off the jack and roll away. Larry Moody not rolling back out. So pit stop cycle starting to happen. Some of the guys that had not pitted now have pitted right around halfway. So they may be trying to do it on one stop. Michael Larch is going to head in. So the 4 car out of the top 5 and into the pits. We'll watch 4 tires go on that car too. Yeah, definitely. Cooper, Vinny, Everett is 3rd. Boyd, Gidman, that's your top 5. Then Cato, Mullins, Graves, Spaulding, and Brandner. And Brandner in 10th, 1 lap down. But when we cycle through pits, we'll see where that comes out. As Cooper now has caught Casey Graves. Graves is 9th. And he is going to use the high side, and he's going to put the 01 car a lap down. We do not see that often at all. And here comes Greg Smith on fresh tires. Smith is 14th. He's going to try to unlap himself. He's 2 laps down. 3 laps down, excuse me. He is going to try to unlap himself the natural way. He gets 1 back. So he'll be 2 laps down now. Back there in 14th. Second place driver, Adam Vinny, and he is 3.5 seconds. He's closed the gap a little bit on Nick Cooper. Cooper may be trying to stretch it out. Not sure if I know what the point of that would be. Can't make it anyway. Actually, yeah, I do understand the point of it. If he can make about 11 to 13 more laps, he can make it on one stop. Here comes Gagliano. Gagliano 15th, and he'll go by the second place car of Adam Vinny. Michael Everett is third. Top three run for the 8 car right now. He pitted lap 35 as well, so having a pretty good run. Garrett Boyd pitted in that same time frame, and he runs fourth, trying to stay out here. He's 12 seconds behind the leader. Then Ross Cato's right behind that. There goes Greg Smith to try to get around him. Kevin Spaulding, 6th place. Gidman is 7th. Mullins, and then there's Graves. Nick Cooper, on the other hand, now around Brock Bigelow. Bigelow's trying to get around Nick Cooper. I said that backwards. Bigelow, 11th, and now 1 lap down as your leader is reeling in the 94 car of Galen Gidman. That'll be to put all but 6 cars off the lead lap. Cooper is just ripping through this field. Gidman had a little bit of a moment getting off of turn 2, and that opened the door, and there goes Cooper. Very quickly past him. Here comes Gagliano trying to get by as well. Vinny, Boyd, Cato, Spaulding. And then if we jump to Cooper, Cooper's right there. We're going to be 100 laps into this thing here. Just a couple of circuits. 2 cautions. And Cooper, the fastest car on a racetrack. He's a tenth and a half faster than the next 2. And he is light years quicker than everybody else out there. Everett to second as Gidman and Mullins all head for pit road. See Casey Graves sitting back there. He drops down. He'll roll out. There's Gidman, Mullins. Gidman getting right sides. Mullins down off the jack. Gidman back up on the jack on the left side. And he'll roll away, so will Mullins. There's Nick Cooper. We're going to keep our eye on the 35, see when he goes to pit road. 6 cars on the lead lap now. Kevin Spaulding barely in front of our leader. He gets to the stripe right there, and here he comes. It's about 1 turn ahead of the leader. I feel like Cooper's going to have to go in within the next 3 to 5 laps here. Oh, Graves got in a little hot, washed up the hill, and Mullins thought about going after him. They're trying to get around Cooper. They're going to get it done, get themselves unlapped once. They still have a couple more to go. Cooper still on track. He's got to pit soon. He's got to pit about lap 105 to 110, somewhere in that neighborhood. And as fast as that 35 car has been, he is going to be difficult to handle unless we get an untimely caution here. Only had 2 cautions so far tonight. Lap 3 and lap 34. There goes Garrett Boyd to pit road. So Boyd drops out of the top 5 and heads into the pits. He'll get 4 fresh tires. Cooper's still on track. Vinny, let's see what he does. He stays out as well. Ross Cato in third. He stays on the track, and here comes Cliff Mullins to try to get around the 12 car. Michael Everett still on the racetrack in fourth. He and Spalding are battling fourth and fifth right here, and Nick Cooper is coming right up the straightaway behind him. There goes Spalding around Everett, so Everett's back to fifth, and then you can see Nick Cooper. He's within one corner of catching the fifth and fourth place cars. That felt like a very long pit stop for Garrett Boyd. He is just now rolling out of the pits. He is 5 laps down. There goes Michael Everett, and I don't know, maybe Everett with a pit road entry violation. Not sure. He was across that orange block with the right side tires. We'll see if he gets a hold here. Right side's going on. Oh, wreck behind. I told you about an untimely caution. I told you about an untimely caution. We're going to 64 car is going to slow getting down here. And the 94 got right into him. So that will shake things up. That is going to hurt some guys. Cooper going to be able to pit under caution. He is going to be nearly impossible to handle now. So you're going to see some guys try to take waiver rounds. I don't know. Going to have to hope for a restart caution so they can go in and get fresh tires, give themselves a shot. But so many cars were not on the lead lap. Cooper in and out of his pit stall. Ross Cato is right in there as well. He should be rolling out any moment. Good break for the 25 of Kevin Spalding. And I believe for the 8 car, Michael Everett should have gotten a pretty good break out of that too. So Boyd, Llewellyn, Mullins, Everett, Larch, Gagliano, all going to get waiver rounds and be out in front of the 35. They'll come around and should pretty much get back on the lead lap, most of those guys. Cooper, Cato, Spalding, Bigelow, and Larch are all on the lead lap, and I don't know who the lucky dog was. Adam Vinny will slate back in line behind Casey Graves. He's going to be scored, I believe, 8th right now. Wave around cars coming around. Caution sometimes breed caution. These restarts are crazy. Some guys are out here on a little older tires trying to get wave around. Some guys are on fresh tires because they pitted. Pace car is going to get out of the way.
Green, green, green.
The green flag back in the air. A caution during a pit cycle is a backbreaker. We've only got about 58 laps to go here. It'll go by pretty quickly. Brock Bigelow caught in traffic. He's 4th on the scoreboard, but he's about 12th in line here, and he's behind a 3 wide, and wow. He is just trying to get going. Michael Larch is trapped even deeper. He's now a lead lap car. Runs in 5th, the last of the lead lap cars. Gregory Smith is right up here. He's close to the leaders. He's going to have to stay there and stay clean and hope for a caution and catch the lucky dog. Adam Vinny a lap down in 7th, and he is going to have to catch the leaders and unlap himself naturally or get ahead of Greg Smith and get the lucky dog if we were to catch a caution. So that pit cycle really changed the complexion of this race. Go back here. We're watching back in the middle of this. That's Boyd, Mullins, Gidman, Larch. Larch is currently 5th. He's the last car in the lead lap, and you can see he's in a hornet's nest back here after taking the wave around. That's Daniel Llewellyn, the 23, down on the bottom, working around Dean Gagliano. That is not for position. Gagliano 10th. 1 lap down. Thomas Brander 1 lap down here, and he is way back. I got to feel like the 24 car has just had a lot of damage all night long. And Cooper, he got to the lead, and he has not given it back. In fact, he has picked him up and put him down consistently for about the last 70 laps. Looking at Ross Cato. Cato second, 1.7 seconds behind our leader. Kevin Spaulding is right behind him. The top 3 have a pretty fair cushion over 4th place Brock Bigelow. It's about 3.2 seconds right now. Comes Cooper out of 4. And there's 2nd and 3rd. And there comes your 4th place car. And here comes your 5th place car right there. Greg Smith in the 6th spot, 1 lap down. And he is hanging with 2nd and 3rd place. Trying to keep himself in front of Adam Vinny. And Vinny's now on the same straightaway with him. There's Adam Vinny. Casey Graves. Graves is multiple laps down here. About 2 laps. Thomas Brander 2 laps down in 12th is right there as well. Llewellyn and Gidman are 3 laps and 4 laps down now. Gidman got caught out. He went in under green and he got caught out. The yellow flag killed his night. Nothing is killing the night for the 35 unless he makes a gigantic mistake, and he's only got 40 laps to go. He is decimating this field. And Nick Cooper, he is running that 35 car anywhere that he wants to on this racetrack. 1 and 2, he goes through the middle. 3 and 4, he's going to go to the bottom. Ross Cato's kind of been steady middle cut down. Both ends of the racetrack. This time he'll go high and he will not get as much of a cut down. Spalding still third. Greg Smith is right behind him. Vinny's trying to close in to get at least in position for the lucky dog. He runs 7th. Here's Brock Bigelow, 4th in the running order, and about 6th or 7th on the racetrack right now. He's got Galen Gidman in behind. Casey Graves in front. Oh, trouble for Michael Everett. Looks like the left front pointed the wrong way. I mean, pointing way inside. And the 8 car. He doesn't even look like he's under power. He's just coasting into the pits. There's Michael Larch. Michael Larch is the 5th car in a running order, the last car on the lead lap, and now the leader right behind him. And he's not going to be behind him long. He's liable to go by him right down here in turns 1 and 2. So 4 cars are left on the lead lap. 32 laps remaining. Cato to the high side. Spalding through the middle. That's Adam Vinny behind him. And Vinny's trying to catch that 6 car. That'll put him in position for the lucky dog if he can get around him. Brock Bigelow still 4th. He's on the lead lap. 7 seconds behind the leader. Solid run for the 27 tonight. Still right around 16 seconds for the lap time on the 35. Cato running about the same. '24 car on pit road. He'll roll away. So late race pit stop for the 24. I thought I saw Garrett Boyd peek into the picture coming from behind the 35 out of the last set of corners there, and he is running lap times that are in line with the leader. 16 flat. Unfortunately, he's 5 laps off the pace right now, but his lap times are still good. Cooper just running away. 25 laps to go. It'll be 24 this time coming out of turn 4. Ross Cato is now 4.8 seconds in arrears of the 35. Still solidly into second. Kevin Spalding is still 3rd. And Brock Bigelow we just saw a second ago. There's Greg Smith. Llewellyn is trying to work around him. Maybe the other way around. It looks like Smith is going around the 23, but Adam Vinny is now there. That is a battle for 6th that is about to start shaping up. They both pitted about lap 111, 112. Smith now is about to catch the 4 of Michael Larch. Larch is the 5th place car, just off the lead lap. He'll go around. That'll put a cushion between himself and Adam Vinny. There's your fourth place car, Brock Bigelow. He has stayed 7.8 seconds behind the leaders for about the last 20 laps. So Cooper is not getting away from these guys. Ross Cato has actually been, for the last 2 laps, just a little bit quicker, but it is a long road to hoe. Try to catch the 35. 35 about to lap the 81 and put Gagliano 3 laps down. And then he'll catch Gidman, and Gidman will be 5 laps down. Cooper is just run pretty much perfect race tonight. Goes around Gidman. Comes across the stripe. 16 laps to go. 16 laps to go. Be 15 to this time as he catches the back of Mullins. Mullins is in 8th, 1 lap down. Bigelow now has caught Kevin Spaulding, and he's going to go by here in turns 1 and 2. So Brock Bigelow on the podium with 14 laps to go. That'll put Kevin Spaulding, the last car on the lead lap, 10 seconds behind the leader. He could have still been racing. Just saying. You made the beer guys happy. 12 to go for your leader. The gap's closing. It's down to 4.8 seconds. It was 5.2 just a little bit ago. So Cooper slowing down just a little bit. Cooper up the hill pretty good that time in 3 and 4. 10 to go. That time by 4.8, 4.9 seconds to Cato. Bigelow 9 flat behind, and Kevin Spaulding 10.4. Only cars in lead lap. Greg Smith, top 5 runner right now. He got around Larch a little bit ago. He's got it in the top 5. Adam Vinny is 6th. And Vinny's getting reeled in by the 27 of Bigelow here. Nobody's reeling that 35 car in. Seven laps remaining. Gidman and Boyd are close together. That is going to be a battle for position. 12th is on the line between these two. Llewellyn's got a pretty good gap between himself and those guys. It's going to be 5 to go. Wave lap that time by Cooper. Yeah, you bring him to the tech shed, buddy. 4 to go as he goes around Graves. Cooper. 4.3 seconds between he and Ross Cato. Cato, late in the going. Having a good run, just not enough to reel in the 35. Too little, too late. He let him get too big of a lead too early. And I think Cooper just drove out to that lead. Bigelow to 3rd, and he's maintained about 9 seconds for a while now. Spaulding and then Greg Smith is 5th. We're going to come out of turns 3 and 4. The white flag going to be displayed to the 35 of Nick Cooper one more time around. And Nick Cooper is going to go to victory lane once again. Tuesday Night Thunder. Digital Sim Racing League. He'll win it at Bristol. The true Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series. Cato comes home second. Bigelow is going to come home in third. Kevin Spaulding will come home fourth, and you saw the 6 of Greg Smith right in front of Brock Bigelow. He'll be in your top 5 tonight. Adam Vinny 6th, Michael Larch 7th. Then Mullins, Graves, Gagliano, Llewellyn, Brandner, Gidman, Boyd, Everett, Moody, King, Schaff, Kamba, and Williams rounding out the field. We'll try to start dragging our drivers around. We know we have some. Let's get ready to start with our third place finisher. Driver of this 27 car, Brock Bigelow, you got a copy?
Sure do, buddy.
All right, man. I think last night coming to practice, you might have been a little skeptical of grabbing a podium finish here, but as the night went on, it looked like you kind of got your feet underneath you, and the 27 car looked pretty good the last round, just too much ground to make up.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had a lot of speed as the track rubbered up. I mean, I had so much forward bite, I could put it wherever I wanted, basically. Just staying below that first seam and letting the nose tip back down as I'm coming off the corner. I could just get back to the gas so smooth. I mean, it felt better as the run went on. I felt like this car was so good on the long run, which made the decision easier when to take tires. You know, I took them on that first stop, and then when I got the lucky dog, I scrambled to get out of the pits before the pace car got me, but put tires on again, and I think it put me in a pretty good spot.
Well, 175 laps here can be pretty grueling. Are you pretty wore out tonight at the end of this one?
Yeah, I mean, and that's not just from the wisdom teeth surgery I had last week. I was swatting flies there for a minute, and it's just a lot of focus. You know, something I have very little of. I've got 2 brain cells fighting for third place most of the time, and they were working overtime for this. It's just being disciplined. You know, hitting your braking point every single time. Not jumping back to the throttle too quick, ramping the throttle instead of stabbing the throttle, pressing the brake instead of stabbing the brake, not making the car mad, especially on concrete. Once you make the tires mad and you chatter, it can take a couple laps to kind of settle everything out.
Well, an awesome job tonight, man. Who did you have under the car tonight? I'm curious.
What do you mean under the car? It's me.
Your setup, not the driver behind the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Who was under the car tonight?
Oh, I gotta say, you put a good one together. That's for sure. I definitely felt at points like I was the best car on the track, especially on the long run. I would have been so much nicer to start a little bit further ahead on that last restart instead of being stuck behind all those lap cars to see if I could have made a run at it. Because I was catching them. I could look on the relative, just a little too late. But no, you did good. You did good, Roger. I'd like to thank DNF Racing, first off, True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophies and Awards, Scott King Designs, you guys at the Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network, and the whole admin team for putting this league together. This is an insanely competitive league, and to snatch a podium at one of the toughest tracks is a huge accomplishment for me, and I will definitely take that.
Well, an awesome job tonight, man. We're glad that the provided setup was as competitive as it is, and that a driver who, you know, when I watched you in practice last night, I was a little skeptical myself about how the night was going to go for the 27 machine, but you definitely did a great job tonight bringing it home on the podium. Appreciate you chatting with us, buddy. I can't wait to see you back next Monday night when we go truck racing again.
That's right. And I'll
see you tomorrow.
Too, for the season finale.
Yeah, championship on the line, buddy. Well, again, thanks for chatting with us. Good luck tomorrow night. We'll hopefully get a chance to talk to you into that one.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Brock Bigelow finishing in the third spot tonight. And now he came in with very little laps in practice, but I don't know what he did. He made the 12 car quick towards the end. Just not enough laps and maybe too deep of a start there on that last restart, Ross Cato.
I just don't think I had anything for Cooper. And that's a pretty evergreen statement. The dude's just so fast. But yeah, I had a blast tonight. Really had to be patient with the throttle. And the pit call early on to just top off and make a chassis adjustment, no tires, and then to take 4 later on seemed to be to my benefit. And of course, staying out of trouble. So yeah, really good showing tonight. Really fun racing around a lot of these guys. And yeah, just grateful for such a cool league that provides good setup help. And yeah, just had a real blast tonight.
Well, did you run the provided setup or did you get the Gidman special?
You know, at this point, Roger, it was so tweaked. I don't even remember which one I started on. But obviously the end product ended up putting me on the podium. But yeah, definitely got some good subject matter to work with. If I do some Be Open racing in the official side. So yeah, just grateful to have the opportunity to just work on the set with my buddies and try to fine tune it as best I can for the race tonight.
Awesome job, man. You got some shout outs, some thank yous?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks to these drivers. We've been racing well with a lot of these guys. A lot of these dudes can really hold their own, and it's fun to race around them. But yeah, I just want to thank the sponsors of this series. Just really grateful for the support that we have from True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, Digital Sim Sports Network, Dirt Racing Network, and the whole admin team, Larry Moody, Mike Forster, Scott King, and Garrett Boyd, and really everyone who makes this league happen, everybody who watches, and again, to this great lot of drivers that I've been racing with the past few weeks.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. We'll look forward to seeing you back. I think we get to go road racing next week, buddy.
I really enjoy Road America. That'll be fun. One of my favorite road courses. So yeah, we'll see how things shake out at Road America.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats again. I'll see you next Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Ross Cato finishing second tonight, and now I would say a dominating performance, but it was way stronger than that. No one in the same zip code as the 35 car tonight. He chooses not to qualify, which is kind of his style. But Nick Cooper, I don't know if anybody could make Bristol look any easier. You just destroyed these guys tonight. What was the secret?
I think that second or third yellow, I decided to take right sides only, and that was a huge thing, making up time and getting away.
Well, you drove away there after the second caution, after you got the lead at about lap 50 to 52, I believe. You just absolutely drove away. That caution, you stayed out just long enough not to get caught up in that messy caution. Kind of a little bit of a sigh of relief, I imagine.
Yeah, for sure. There was a lot going on, and I just wanted to survive.
It seemed like the car would go anywhere you wanted it to. Is that a Casey Graves creation under the car?
Sure is. Definitely was really good, but like I said, the tires was the biggest thing. It just helped a lot.
Well, another win here in the series. It's not definitely going to hurt you in the points. Your drop week for the miss last week, I believe, at Milwaukee. So as we start to get into races 6 and 7, if you make the rest of them, you're actually going to climb up there pretty quick. Are you looking forward to making the ascension through the ranks?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Real racing's going to be busy for me, so coming up here. So we'll see if we can make them, and we'll hope for the best.
All right, man. Well, we go to the big road course next week. Got to be a lot of fun. You going to try to make that one?
Yeah, I definitely do like great road courses. It's a lot of fun, and much like dirt racing, keeping the grip on the car and see what happens.
All right, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and I'll let you go celebrate with your team.
I just got to thank True Speed, Casey Graves, Kobe, and Cliff, and everybody that contributed. And got to thank the series sponsors: True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, Digital Sim Sports Network, and Larry, Mike, and Scott, and Garrett for all they do, and you in the booth.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. Hopefully I get to see you at Road American next Tuesday, buddy.
Yeah.
That is Nick Cooper. He's picking up the win here tonight. 175 laps, and he led about 120 of them. So, big win for him. That is definitely going to do it for us here tonight. That was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Tomorrow night, Midwest Truck Series closes out Season 6. They'll be at Phoenix, and they will crown a champion at the end of the night. Top 2 or 3 are really in this battle. I don't have the points in front of me, but if you tune in tomorrow night, you can find out what that points battle looks like. Justin Durand is going to be leading. I think he's going to be leading somewhere between 8 and 12 points, give or take, and there's a lot going on there. So make sure you tune in and pick a driver, cheer them on. If you already got a favorite, make sure you shout them out when you get in the chat with us. But next week, full slate of racing. Monday and Tuesday. I think they're doing a special race on Wednesday. I will let everybody know for sure tomorrow night if that's going to happen or if it's going to be the following week. And we're going to get back to some regular stuff. The trucks, eeks. I want to say they go to Phoenix next Monday night, and then we go to the road course with the B cart, this cart, next Tuesday night. So make sure if you haven't already, like, share, and follow on Facebook. Subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. You'll know every time we go live. I want to thank you guys for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do this. And without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing like we see on a nightly basis here on the network, there's nothing to cover. So a high five and a pat on the back to everybody involved, both sides of the coin there. Until we see you again, peace and love to everybody. At all times, keep the rough side